Here today I'm going to give you a quick hands-on review of the Huawei Honor 8860 smartphone, which is kind of a mid-range smartphone in the price budget of approximately 20,000 rupees, Indian rupees, which is, if you say in dollars, is approximately $400. So this is the phone which I have already unboxed. This is the box of the phone. Apart from the phone and the battery, other contents which come in the box include a USB cable and USB charger and the stereo headset with mic. I'm not going to take much time on these accessories. I'll simply put them away and start with the review of the phone. This Huawei Honor U8860 has been placed in a mid-range phone where it can provide a performance level which is really very fast, and I would say impressive, with feature set which is no less than the high-end phones at a very affordable price range of approximately 20,000 rupees. There are many buyers who are looking for phones in this segment. Let me first show you quickly the hardware of this phone. The screen here is a 4-inch capacitive touch screen with 480 by 854 pixel resolution. On the right hand side there are no buttons. On the left hand side you have a volume rocker here. On the top there is a power button, a 3.5mm audio jack. On the rear you have a high definition 8 megapixel camera with LED flash. Here you have the mesh for the speaker. The bottom says with Google, and there is Huawei branding. The rear is scratch resistant, some high quality plastic material. The front is glossy, as you can see, and there are 4 touch buttons at the bottom. Right now I have not put my SIM in this. I have just removed it to put it in another phone. It runs Android 2.3 gingerbread version, and the upgrade for ICS or 4.0 Android is on the way. Talking of the display, it's quite bright. Right now I would set it to a wallpaper which is slightly darker in shade, so the text comes up really nice. There is weather widget, and the UI has been customized by Huawei quite well. There is Streams application which integrates your Facebook, Twitter and other social media and brings all the updates on a single screen. In terms of the hardware, one of the most impressive things about this phone is the battery life. This phone has been provided with a 1.4 GHz Snapdragon processor. The Snapdragon processor range from Qualcomm is one of the most power efficient smartphone processors that we have seen in the recent past, and this is coupled with a 1900 mAh battery which gives tremendous battery capacity, along with some smart power management algorithms which have been specifically used in this phone by Huawei, and which this combination is a killer combination of very high talk time. I have put this device in my drawer for 3 days at battery level close to 80%. After 3 days when I took it out, the battery was still close to say 48-49%, which is tremendous. The SIM was not installed at that time. That was you can say close to a standby mode. So Huawei claims that the standby mode for this phone can last up to 10 days. It can go on for 3 days of continuous usage without much of a hassle. If you keep the phone powered off, it can last for 3 weeks of the battery life. You can play videos continuously for 10 hours, and you can play games for around 6 hours. The display of this phone is pretty good, but one of the things which I don't really appreciate about this phone is that it has only 2 touch points, so it may be a problem when you are holding it like this, and it may detect your palm as an input. In that case, the input may be recorded in a wrong way. So talking of hardware, there is nothing much to talk about except the build quality is good, the display is fine, There is a rear camera of 8 megapixel. Let's come to the features now. The software which is loaded is the Android 2.3 Gingerbread, which is upgradable very soon to 4.0. The interface does not have much of lags. You can put any applications from the Google Play Store without any hassles. This phone supports some very interesting features like DLNA. Right now I am on my office network and I can just access any audio files which are saved on my PC and play it. Similarly, I can also play some videos, but I won't play it because of some copyright issues. So this is the DLNA interface which comes stock. One important other applications which I find very interesting is the security guard, which comes preloaded. It helps you block or blacklist some of the mobile phones and stuff, so that you can ensure your privacy while you are using this phone. The responsiveness is good. Software side, it is as good as any other Android phones. Very responsive in all the major applications. I have tested it on web browsing experience, which is pretty neat. The typing experience can be a little tricky for new users, but gradually you will get used to it. In the landscape mode, the typing is comparatively much easier. There are some autocorrect options in the keyboard which can be turned off in the settings if you are not comfortable with it. So the video rendering, the website rendering, the video rendering, the games rendering, everything is very good about the display because it is powered by a 1.4 gigahertz processor coupled with a graphic processor unit of Adreno 205 to provide you good graphic output on this phone. Apart from this, it has an accelerometer, gyrometer, proximity sensor, compass, FM radio. It supports various playbacks from video as well as audio formats. You can do most of the stuff that you can do on any other Android phone in a much better performance. One of the interesting features that Huawei has integrated in its phones is its own cloud service. So what happens is that you can register for a cloud service with Huawei on its phones, and it gives you several GB of input with a lot of detailed backup. You can put as much as the contacts as well as calendars settings in your backup. So if you ever lose your phone, you will have all your data backed up on a cloud service from where you can resume it, and it gives you options to remotely erase the data on your phone or locate the phone basis on the GPS signals of the phone. So it is quite interesting and good set of services bundled within the Huawei. There is nothing wrong which I find in this phone, and the form factor is also very interesting. It's quite slim, feels good in hands, good to hold, nice rounded edges all over. All in all, a good phone in the budget of under 20,000 rupees. If you are looking to buy a phone in this budget, you may find many other phones from competitors with many good feature set. The Huawei Honor stands firm against the competition and does offer some very interesting features which the competitors may not be providing. So weigh your options. I would say this is a strong contender in this price range with good overall feel, good performance. The USP is battery life as well as some unique features which are by Huawei. This is pretty much it. Thanks for watching. This is Rohit Khurana signing off. For more such videos, do subscribe to our official YouTube channel.